here's another EG Media Group production.
Create, connect, convert.
This is the Small Business Monthly Expo podcast.
The best source for business owners, from entrepreneurs to corporations.
We're here to help your business grow throughout the Midwest and the nation.
Now, here's your host, Sherry Farmer.
It's me, Sherry Farmer, out of the Small Business Monthly St. Louis Business Expo at the St. Charles Convention Center. And things are just alive and it's one small business owner after another. And they're all just talking to one another and helping each other grow, whether it's how to market one another. We've got folks out here with human resources, and they can help you, get the right employee. And there's even, water out here, and they can help you, wet your whistle. You need that in the workplace. But there are just so many great opportunities for you to learn from one another, small business owners. It's about growth. So coming up, we're going to be talking to Emma Perkins with Ultimate Defense, and she's going to let us know a little bit more about safety and classes that you can learn more about, just how to do it right with self-defense. Right after a word from St. Louis Group Business Brokers.
Hey there, folks. Are you looking to make a big move in your career or business? Well, let me tell you about the experts you can trust. For over 48 years, St. Louis Group Business Brokers have been the go-to team for buying and selling businesses in Missouri and Illinois. Since 1976, they've been the confidential advisors for countless success stories, offering free, no-obligation business valuations. And get this, they're a veteran-owned and operated company, living up to their motto, doing good things for good people. So, whether you're ready to sell your business or find the perfect opportunity, St. Louis Group Business Brokers have your back. Visit stlouisgroup.com or give them a call at 314-842-3802. That's 314-842-3802 to speak with one of their qualified brokers. Trust experience. Trust integrity. Trust St. Louis Group Business Brokers.
Are you ready, St. Louis? What if you could build the business and career you've always dreamed of? Join us at the St. Charles Convention Center for the St. Louis Business Expo and Growth Conference. This one-day event is designed to help you unlock and unleash your breakthroughs and take your business to the next level. This has become the largest business-to-business expo in the state of Missouri. Don't miss out. We'll also have some of the best companies in St. Louis on hand to showcase their services and provide you with help and assistance as well. The best part is it's all free. If you'd like more information or to register, visit stlexpo.com or call us at 314-569-0076. Don't miss it. That's stlexpo.com. One day, a lifetime of change. I'll see you at the St. Louis Business Expo and Growth Conference.
Join us at the St. Charles Convention Center for the next Small Business Monthly Expo, November 6th, 2024.
Hey there. It's Sherry Farmer out at the Small Business Monthly, the St. Louis Business Expo. We're at the St. Charles Convention Center, and I have another very special guest. Emma, you are with Ultimate Defense, and this is your first time out here. You
Yes.
are a vendor, you have a wonderful booth, and you are here to educate folks.
Yes.
And can you go ahead and educate everyone who's watching on Facebook right now?
Well, hi. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. Yes, Ultimate Defense, we are located off 70 and 79 in St. Peters. We're kind of tucked back into kind of a little business center area. Mm-hmm. We are mainly a training facility. We are a full-fledged facility with a range, rental guns, full retail store, all of that kind of stuff. But our biggest focus is education. Mm-hmm. So we really believe in educating people and getting rid of a lot of misconceptions that are out there, that education, brings on more safe habits and an environment for people to learn, and then that brings a level of competency, and then from that competency, confidence, and then it just kind of grows from there. So we offer classes from brand new beginners, people who have never touched a firearm before, all the way up to force-on-force training with simunition.
And definitely safety is first at hand.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
So it's the first in our core values.
And you're out here today. Who have you already talked to about your organization? Because you were telling me off camera that a lot of folks have never heard of you.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because we've been there for 14 years.
It happens though, because people get busy and
they do, and because we're kind of tucked away, and then with the firearms industry, advertising can be a little bit difficult.
Yes.
So a lot of our business comes from word of mouth. So being here, we've met a couple local businesses as well as just people in the area who are like, wow, I didn't know that you were here. Do you do training for children, which we do. They have to be at least 13 for that. But starting them young on safety and all of that kind of stuff. We've had some really good conversations today, so that's been really, really great.
I'm sure, because like you said, you're kind of like, folks may not have known that you're around. And what about you? As far as some of those partnerships that you see in the future, or that you have had with other companies, other small businesses, and how you help one another?
So we actually do have a range partnership program. Let's see, a couple of them. We work with Bass Pro.
Totally makes sense.
Those kinds of things. Encouraging people, that they're buying equipment such as a firearm or ammunition there or that kind of stuff. That we're like, there you have great sales there. They've got really knowledgeable people, and then that mutual benefit of they're like, awesome, so glad that we could help you out. Have you heard of Ultimate Defense? They've got great classes. Now that you have the tool,
you need to know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
The right way to use it.
Yes, and starting off with a good foundation with that instead of having to break bad habits.
And you're a trainer, but you have quite the laundry list of things that you do, with Ultimate Defense.
Yes, I do. So I am a certified instructor through the NRA and the USCCA. I've been an instructor for about 10 years now. My favorite, though, is to work with brand new people. So I really believe that everybody was new at some point. Whether you were a child and grew up with firearms, or you were an adult with, just hadn't really been around them, all the way up to, I really hate guns and there's misconceptions and those kinds of things. I just really love introducing people the right way. Safety and all that education just kind of rolls back into it, and just seeing that confidence bloom on somebody's face is phenomenal. So my background really focuses with women and domestic violence, and working with them as to rebuild that confidence and how to move forward in life. And we run a couple ladies' nights programs that I work with. Women of Ultimate Defense meet once a month to just really build that camaraderie and grow women in the firearms industry. And
there's several women's groups and organizations here today.
Yes, and I'm hoping to connect with a few of them for sure.
And what do you think is one of the most awesome things about meeting other small business owners?
I just think that having that passion is really awesome, to have that idea, something that you want to share with people and grow, and finding people who are on that same vibe, so to speak.
That you're clicking together.
Yes, and see how things can be mutually beneficial. For each other and the community at a whole, at large. So.
Well, I know we've got a lot of folks meeting a lot of folks today. That's what it's all about. Small businesses growing together, learning from one another. Yes. And Emma, we really appreciate you stopping by with Ultimate Defense. And can you let folks know again where they can find you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. We are located at 590 Turner Boulevard in St. Peters, Missouri.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
And get out there and mingle.
I will. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
When the podcast returns, Sherry will be speaking with the president of St. Louis Small Business Monthly, Ron Amelin, right after this.
In today's fast-paced digital world, where every message competes for attention, how do you ensure your voice stands out above the noise?
Introducing EG Media Group, your ultimate destination for cutting-edge content creation. Our expert team specializes in crafting captivating videos and engaging podcasts that leave a lasting impression on your audience. Wow! But we're more than just content creators. Are you an aspiring author? Let EG Media Group be your guide through the publishing process, from editing to cover design. Imagine your manuscript transformed into a masterpiece, ready to connect with readers around the world. Don't just write your book. Launch it strategically with EG Media Group as your partner in author success. Visit egmediagroup.com today for a free consultation and turn your dream into reality. That's egmediagroup.com. EG Media Group. Create,
Connect.
convert.
Ron Amlin, he's the president of Small Business Monthly St. Louis, and of course, he's the creator of the Small Business Monthly Expo and Growth Conference out at the St. Charles Convention Center. Ron, again, thank you so much for having us out here, letting us play with microphones and all these headphones and stuff.
Fantastic. I know that people love the podcast because they learn so much about different individual companies and their journeys in the business world. So I love what you guys are doing with the podcast and really shining a light on a lot of the entrepreneurs in the St. Louis region.
If someone didn't make it this time around, they can get caught up with everything they may have missed by way of that podcast too.
Yeah, well, definitely. and we'll see them the next go around.
All right. And, if you would like to be a sponsor of our podcast, just reach out to egmediagroup.com. Ron, we have met so many interesting folks today, from soap makers to forklifts. You never know when you might need one of those. I think it's more common than what people had first thought. We've talked to bankers, also co-working spaces, and it's just so eye-opening. And, who is it that we're missing?
Well, this event is ideal for any company that wants to build relationships. I mean, as I always say, you're going to meet more contacts here in one day under one roof than you're going to meet for months. And so any business that's trying to build relationships in the community needs to be here, because this is where the decision makers are. And so that's why you see such a wide variety of exhibitors here, because they want to build relationships with decision makers, and they know that this is a spot to do that.
And if they would like to get a spot next time around, how do they go about doing that?
Just visit stlexpo.com and you'll learn all the details there.
Yeah, you can get a booth, and advertising, everything can be found right there.
Definitely.
For the small business owner, coming to the expo is, it's such an adventure. It's an eye-opener. And you have so many seminars with great topics. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you choose those topics and what you had this time around?
Yeah. Well, so this time around, we kicked off with 50 of the top sales and marketing ideas for 2024. So we asked the best companies in St. Louis to tell us what they're doing with their marketing and sales. They told us, we shared it with the people who came to the seminar, and we had a packed house. And then we had other things like sales and how to use AI in your business.
And that's such a scary thing for so many people.
Oh, I know.
But it can actually be complementary. We can't run from it because it's here.
Right. We also had how to find the top talent. We had cybersecurity covered. So really, there's so many great seminars and conventions that you can go to, but most of the time you have to get on a plane and go somewhere. And the great thing about this is business owners can come here locally, right here in the St. Louis region, and for free they can get some top experts talking about these topics without the expense of going to another state.
And do you already have some of those topics in mind for November 6th?
We do. We're going to focus heavily on sales and marketing in November. So we're going to dive into AI for your marketing. We're going to dive into every aspect of sales that you need. You're building your own sales story. One of the great things we're going to do in November is folks can come and we'll have a list of questions that they can answer, and that will help them build their own sales story. And so they can use that in their marketing, all types of marketing, from their social media to face-to-face discussions with folks.
Yeah, there's so many other avenues these days.
Yeah, definitely.
You're going to set them straight November 6th.
We're going to try.
And your luncheon is such an important part of the expo, and you do that twice a year. And can you share with us a little bit more about what happens during the luncheon? Sure.
So in the spring, we bring together our top 100 people to know, the top 100 influencers in business, and they all come together, meet one another. We have a great keynote speaker every year that shares some ideas on how they can be even more of an influencer in the community. And then we hand out awards to them. And then in the fall, we bring together the best companies in St. Louis. Our readers help us figure out who the best companies are in 15 different categories. We bring them here under one roof. They meet each other. They find out what's working in their businesses, what's making them the best. And it's great because people can come in and really learn what it takes to become a best company in St. Louis.
And Ron, today, of course, you made possible, but you got a little bit of help. And
We
can you tell
did,
us more
yeah.
about those sponsors?
We have amazing sponsors. I mean, we couldn't make this event wouldn't happen if it wasn't for our sponsors. We have 2 sponsorship categories. We have a gold sponsor and we have a silver sponsor. And, there's so many ways that you can sponsor and really get involved with the people who are here. I mean, Spectrum Reach is one of our great sponsors, and they came up with the idea of having a VIP room for the other vendors, right? And so they created that. It was a great area for them, and so it was a great way for them to get to know a lot of the vendors. So, there's all types of sponsorships that we can create and we can utilize, so the vendors can build those relationships and really meet the decision makers in the region.
Well, we thank you so much, Ron, for putting this on.
Thank you for
I
being
want to
here.
call it semester after semester since we've got the spring and fall. And how can folks get involved? How can they become one of these 100 St. Louisans or advertise with you or have a booth out here and be part?
Just visit stlexpo.com and we'll have everything set up for you. You can learn more about how to get involved and how to have a booth at the show.
All right, November 6th. right?
November 6th.
We'll see you all there. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Follow for more at sbmon.com.
Here's another EG Media Group production.
Create, connect, convert.